This is my Moleskine Sketchbook number 44, keeping in with the 44 theme and my strict fitness routine. Unfortunately, Moleskine decided to put in some corporate storytelling in the sketchbooks. Not something I really enjoy. This was during Halloween, I guess, and a nice inspiration for putting on some Darth Vader stuff. This is our complaints department with the School of Philosophers by Raphael, I guess, and Botticelli's Birth of Venus. This is me and my wife, and we have our digital helps as well. My wife has an art project in Katrineholm, and I went with her to this nice Duveholm's Herrgård. It's a mansion hotel, so we had a nice stay there, and while she worked I could sit and just draw. Very nice. And this mansion, someone must have been collecting wine openers, because there are wine openers everywhere, so I got inspired by that and did this drawing. And if you ever visit Sigtuna, you can use this as a guide if you want to see something interesting. For example, the tar pit and the Viking village. It's a must-see. Some trophies, for example, the Maria Carey Hockey Cup and the Polish Baseball League Cup. And Daring to Lose consolation prize. It's the only prize I expect to be able to win. Mr. Tanga is too late for me. Some space travel, Baroque space travel. It's always a theme I really enjoy, both space travel and the Baroque era. Animals and robots. Not sure why I didn't color this part, but maybe I will. I am always fascinating by the 80s, and especially the era where all the stock market guys just popped up from nowhere. That's inspired by that specific time in history. A quantum processor is really fascinating. I'm really fascinated by quantum computers. I don't understand how they work or what they are doing, but they are such nice contrast to those gray boxes, especially those kind of chandelier large computers. Some more space related stuff. It's always a lot of things that has to be planned and fixed prior to going to space. And rocket motors, it's a thing that I really enjoy, kind of having these small parts, and when you finish one you can just switch to another part, and everyone is like modules, and in the end you have a complete page themed on jet engines. And me and my wife went to Paris. We were going to visit Atelier Show, the company which I work together with. They have a opening of their second shop in Paris. So this is the diary. We went to see Dolce & Gabbana at the Grand Palais and stand in queue outside the Louvre, for example. And this is we're going to Japan, and I had to put the schedule in this middle so people could see where I was going while in Japan. And this is the diary I did prior to leaving, just a day or so in advance. And I had planned to make a diary of my visit, but I ended up just reaching Tokyo. It's nice when I enjoy doing diaries, but it's always better to have a counterpart. For example, with my wife, it's more interesting, but when it's only me, it's not really interesting. But maybe next trip, I'm not sure. This is just the new watercolors box I bought. I just wanted to see the swatches. did this on the way on the flight to Japan. I was really tired and it was quite bumpy, so yeah. This is a ramen menu. One of the first day I went to this ramen place I used to go to in 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So I did my version of this ramen shop's menu. And I have this ongoing series with breakfast around the world. So I have, for example, the full English, the full French, and the full Spanish breakfast. And this is not the full Japanese breakfast because it's so many dishes I couldn't even start to imagine it, but it's too much food for me anyway. It's the Tokyo underground automats are really complicated. And I traveled quite a lot in Japan, so it's a lot of time spent on the Shinkansen. So I try to draw while on the train, but I find it's harder and harder to do the actual drawing while on the train. But I did this anyway with my versions of the Shinkansen. This is from Sendai on the northwest part of Japan, and these kind of vending machines are all over Japan. I think you can win those kind of plush animals, and I thought it would be nice for the dogs to have their vending machines as well. So they have a stick vending machine and with bones, and a bento box, of course, when in Japan. And although the sneaker stores in Tokyo, it's strange that they can survive because there are so many. So this is my version of a Tokyo sneaker store, and as always, I'm always interested by the cable management in Japan. Very fascinating. And this is trees. I did them in a park in Tokyo, starting with one, and I really have to kind of think a lot to get an idea for the next one, and then I have to think again for the next one because I don't have the ideas in advance. They have to be kind of really worked on. And these are the kind of venues I'm visiting while in Japan. I sell prints from a company called Art Print Japan, and they have shops in a lot of department stores in Japan, all over Japan, called Art Station. So this is me in that part, and there's also a lot of other shops in the department store. So sometimes there's a lot of people coming to my signing, and sometimes it's not so many, depending on what weekday and other things. But very nice to meet all the nice people I get to meet, I guess. And this is the Imperial Bento box. I did a set of bento drawings last time I was in Japan, but this is the mother of them all. I guess I did this while at home. It's a fascination from those kind of tall ships I've had since childhood. And this summer, me and my wife, we went by train to Tuscany, and our first stop was in Prague. So this is a Prague diary. And here we are in Tuscany, and the Italian mosquitoes really enjoyed my sweet Swedish blood. So that was quite a surprise. And we visited Siena. I had been in Siena ages ago while I studied architecture. A wonderful medieval city with those wonderful lamps they have all over. They have this horse race once or twice a year. So this is the teams of each team. Each quarter of the city has a specific team. So snails, yeah, and dragons. Yeah, lots of. I don't really know that much about it. I could do a drawing anyway. Some badges. It's when I don't have a grand idea, I can just make one small idea, and then I have to make one small idea more. It's just to fill each page with lines and colors, I guess. Some bicycle drawings, and one of those more hectic scenes. And as always, I don't really have a plan with it. I think I started with this frieze, and then it kind of just developed from there. Sometimes I decide to do animals, and sometimes I decide to do humans, and this is a mix. So all the personnel is lions or pigs, I guess. And this is from a visit to the Ethnographic Museum in Stockholm. It's a very nice museum. They had a exhibition about Japan, so that was suitable as I had just returned there for, and also Mexico. So it's a mix of Africa, Mexico, and Japan, and some other stuff they had in their vaults. And this is actually kind of a recap of this sketchbook. So this is from the first spread, and this is from the second spread, and this is from the sixth spread, and this was from the last page. So each character are play a part in other parts of this book. So it's always hard to find an idea for the last page in a book. Some flying animals. And this is the studio I would like to have. I don't play any musical instruments, but I really would love to. So instead of learning to play, I can do my ideal studio where I can combine music and drawing. Some applied robotics. And our youngest daughter studied to become a sommelier, so this is from her graduation. She got an honorary diploma, so we were really proud parents. It's a very, very small little village where the school is called Grythyttan. It's also my fascination with my father used to work with the Swedish telephone company, and I started out working there as well. Maybe the plan was for me to follow my father's footstep, but that kind of company doesn't exist anymore. It was a state-owned telephone company. Some spring fashion and some heavy-duty driller. And this is also from my Japan visit. Almost every hotel I stayed in had a sauna or a warm water spring, and I really enjoy going to the sauna. It's a great way of relaxing. So I usually spend 1 hour each morning in the sauna and sometimes 1 hour in the evening. Very nice. It's a collection of characters, and then I thought I got fed up doing characters, and I switched to furniture and then gym equipment, and yes, some machines in the end. When I tire, I just switch. Some swatches. No, not swatches. Watches. And this was made for my Japanese trip. All the kind of places I was going to visit and visited. And I did a thing for the Criterion collection, one of my favorite movies, The Three Musketeers by Richard Lester. And part of that commission work ended up in the sketchbook as well. And this is some memories of my youth. I guess you could call me a nerd. I programmed computers and was really good at math. I kind of suspected that a career as an illustrator was not a pliable future. But I really enjoyed math, so I'm happy that it was possible to make a career as an illustrator, because it's much nicer. And this is also kind of those idealized realities. Me and my wife is outside in our garden and making it nice for the winter, I guess. And now we're coming up to the end of the book. This was also corporate bullshit, but I just blacked it out. I'm not sure why any artist would like to have corporate bullshit in the sketchbooks, but well, we pay for it and then you get a story. And this book was actually a gift from the participants in a workshop I had in Dortmund with Lotte, and this is all the students did one each drawing, so it's really nice, a very nice gift. Thank you. See you again.